Next time on Death Battle!
Oh, what is next? No way! Oh! Is it Yang versus someone else, or is it Team RWBY Battle Royale? Hello Internet, I'm your only mate, and it's that time again, time for another Death Battle! This time we have Xiao Long from RWBY versus Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy. Now, as I really should say with all my reactions, please click the link in the description below, go watch the actual episode if you haven't already for whatever reason, then come back and watch my reaction. Okay? Good. Now, before I say anything about, who I think is going to win, who I'm rooting for, how I know the characters, blah blah blah, I mentioned a couple of times this reaction video in particular is going to be different in comparison to all my others. How exactly is it going to be different? Well, this different. So yeah, this time I decided I would do a facecam reaction. I've wanted to do one of these for quite some time now, but I just never got around to it because I'm lazy. Now before I say anything, I'm pretty much just going to say who I'm rooting for, and if what's on that... hang on. If what's right behind me and what I'm wearing isn't making this obvious enough, would you like to know who I'm rooting for? Because she's right here. So yeah, I'm going to be rooting for Yang in this fight. And, you know, I actually got this, Yang plushie and this Blake plushie a year ago when I was at MCM London Comic Con. Which was the same day I got to meet Kerry Shawcross from Rooster Teeth, the voice of Neptune and RWBY, Paloma in Red vs. Blue, Dragonface and X-Ray and Vav, and one of the writers of RWBY, so that was an awesome day for me. And check this out as well. He signed my diamond sword. See? Right there. And he's so nice in person, too. Alright, now in terms of how I know both of these characters, I'm just gonna start with Tifa. I honestly didn't know who she was until it was announced, mainly because I didn't play any of the Final Fantasy games ever. What? You didn't play the games? Was your childhood wasted or something? No, just because I like something in my childhood that you had in yours doesn't necessarily mean that mine was worse in, or better in some case. But, yeah, I had a wonderful childhood, thank you for asking. But I did look her up on, a few wikis or something. I searched a couple things on YouTube, so I got a vague idea on who she is. And Yang, how I know Yang, I was introduced to RWBY quite early on, and I mean at the end of Red vs. Blue Season 10, early on. Yeah, where of course we first saw the Red trailer, where of course we see RWBY cut a whole bunch of wolves to pieces with this. I love this stuff so much. However, just because I like a character more doesn't necessarily mean that I think that they're better or that they're going to win in a death battle. However, this is not one of those times. I do believe that Yang is going to win, and here are my reasons why. Some of the obvious things is that Yang has her semblance, which makes her stronger every time she gets hit. Of course, Tifa's not gonna know about that, so she's just gonna punch, 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 kick, kick, kick. But not notice that, well, she might notice, I don't know. But she's not gonna know immediately, at least, that she's just making Yang even stronger. I know that Tifa might be a bit more quick on her feet, more athletic, being able to jump higher and all that stuff. But From what I've seen of Yang, she can use the Ember Celica to sort of like keep up, like use it to propel herself, stuff like that. So there's that. And there is something else that I remember hearing like a while ago. It's like I'm not sure if they're gonna let Tifa use materia in this fight, because I do remember when they did Link versus Cloud, they said that since Materia's creation damages the planet, Cloud has limited his materia use. So I'm wondering if Tifa's going to be like under the same circumstance or something. And of course, despite what some people may say in the comments, no, summons will not be allowed because they don't allow outside help. Now, back to the whole materia thing. I heard a while back that the more Tifa uses materia, it lowers her stamina. So that could mean she's gonna try and go like more all that on Yang, but if Yang can take it, that's just gonna make her stronger. Tifa's just gonna tire herself out. So yeah, there's that. And also, I remember I remember hearing somewhere that Tifa apparently has the lowest health of the group and her defense isn't that great. Keep in mind, these are just things I heard, okay? Don't take what I'm saying as fact. And yes, I do know that a lot of people have been saying that, like, the whole fight with Neo means that Yang is kind of worse, but personally, I like to think of that as the Worf effect, where pretty much you establish a character as a badass, then bring in some new threat, have them one-shot the badass, so you know this threat is not to be messed with. So, yeah, there's that. Also, I do believe this fight is really just going to come down to who can, like, endure the most. And from what I've seen with Yang, I think she may just be able to do it. But I do know she's going to bleed in this fight, thanks to Torian's hints on Twitter. Also, I know that Tifa's going to have her Premium Heart, I believe it's called, which is, from what I've heard, her best weapon. I looked up, it increases her strength like, a lot, and continues to do so as time goes on. But I think I heard somewhere it has a limit. I'm not too sure about that. Please don't hold me to that. So yeah, if it has a limit, I don't think Yang Semblance's limit has been specified, really. So I wonder if that's actually going to help in Yang's favor or anything. Now, I have seen a few people say that they think Yang is just like one of those characters that rushes into things and doesn't think, blah blah blah. I may be willing to admit that, but I have seen Tifa do the same thing. It was in this anime style thing. I think it was called Last Order. I think it was. Yeah, that was it. It was like after Sephiroth burns down Tifa's village, she goes to find her father, finds him dead, takes the sword that's next to his body, and her plan was basically charge at Sephiroth, screaming, while preparing to slash him with a sword. I don't know too much about Sephiroth, but let's face it, that's never really going to go well, is it? So yeah, my final thoughts, ruin for Yang, hope she wins, and I think, right now, I think she will. However, this is Death Battle, and they can change my mind, prove me wrong, or prove me oh so right. So, how about I shut up and watch this thing? Okay, so that little intro of mine, I recorded that this morning only to discover that the Death Battle hadn't been uploaded yet. So, now it's finally here. I can do this. Play.
Crew Attacks Amiibo Cockfight returns in all its glory to the Addison Improv in Addison, Texas on Tuesday, October
Now I'll
27th.
always
Purchase your
have
tickets through the link in the description.
Twitch
Join
that.
Screw Attack and special guests for this one-night-only event.
I don't think I've been so excited and equally nervous before.
Punching, the most useful language in the world when words fail, and these two lovely ladies are fluent in it.
Hell yeah.
Xiao Long, the adventurous huntress from RWBY. And Tifa Lockhart, the Final Fantasy heavy hitter with enormous power. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Come on, Yang.
The world of Remnant is, well, crazy.
So true.
Vicious creatures called Grim run wild. Entire cities have gone to waste, and every single weapon is also a gun. Even nunchucks. Oh, that sounds like Disneyland to me. The happiest, most gun.
I knew Boomstick would love RWBY.
Luckily, the world is
Come on, he loves guns and
huntresses,
bladed weaponry. Sounds perfect for him.
And where else would you get the training to kill bloodthirsty monsters than from high school?
Oh, I can't believe my baby sister's going to Beacon with me. This is the best day ever. Please stop.
After losing her mother to mysterious circumstances and being trained all her life by her hero legend of an
I'm
uncle,
looking forward to seeing
Yang
Crow.
Xiao Long was accepted into Beacon Academy. It's kind of like Hogwarts, except replace wands and books with swords, sniper rifles, and giant transforming scythes. Man, this place just keeps getting better and better. Seriously, I know where I'm going to retire now.
Can we have Boomstick at Beacon for a day? I kind of want to see that.
Yang fit right in and soon found herself a member of the color-coordinated team, RWBY, led by her younger sister, Ruby. Because that's not confusing at all.
Not really.
I'm talking about kicking off the semester with a bang. I always kick my semesters off
With a Yang.
Eh? Guys? Am I right?
Fitting punishment, eh?
Yang's time at Beacon was well spent.
I'm not even sorry.
The master of punching all the things. See, while Yang's fellow teammates wield a scythe, a couple swords, some big guns, Yang's style of combat takes a more direct approach.
Hell yeah, it does.
Yes, she does, with her shotgun gauntlets. Her 2 golden bracelets aren't just stylish, they extend to form a weapon called the Ember Celica. With just a punch, the Ember Celica fires off a flash of kinetic energy, blasting a foe with an explosion of force and a beautiful sound.
That Nevermore fight was amazing.
His concussive blast can fly several hundred feet. Yang is one of the few people I know who can punch a bird out of the sky. That's what you get for creeping on my car. In addition,
I feel the exact same way.
Yang can manifest her soul as an aura. Aura can be used to block deadly attacks and heal minor wounds, and Yang's is
No defined limit.
But my favorite
No.
way she uses her aura is when she goes Super Saiyan.
Yep. One of my favorite things.
Many hunters and huntresses possess a semblance, a special power unique to them that makes Beacon Academy look a little more like the Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters.
So true, actually.
Semblance absorbs damage from hits she takes, adding them to her own physical power. After taking just 2 attacks from a mech suit, she was strong enough to shatter the whole thing in one go. Unfortunately,
that
her
was awesome.
semblance does not increase her aura's defense, so she feels the full force of everything that hits her aura, and can only absorb power so long as she remains conscious. Luckily, she's pretty tough. Yang survived a punch that easily smashed her through a concrete pillar. You know, the ones designed to hold up entire bridges? And during a food fight, remember this is high school, Yang was knocked up into the air and did not come back down for about 100 seconds. More than enough time to reach terminal velocity.
Jesus.
This means upon
I actually
landing,
tried
she took
calculating
an
that as
impact of
well.
Nearly 50 tons of force. And stood right back up like it was nothing. What a waste of good food. Despite this, Yang can only take so much. Her aura has a limit, as does her short temper. Pushing both of these too far leaves her extremely vulnerable. Like when this ice cream lady knocked her out because Yang had been fighting monsters all day with no sleep. It's also worth noting Yang is less adaptable when fighting against foes specializing in kicks. Still,
Well, she
she's
still
confident
won that.
she's one of the best in her class and dedicated to graduating Huntress School so she can travel the world fighting everyone just for the thrill of it.
Nailed it. Alright, Tifa's
Far
turn.
to the west, on the planet Gaia, lies a small mountain village called Nibelheim. At first glance, this town appears calm and peaceful, not worth a second look.
Like
Until
both
a
towns.
sword-wielding goth guy found his alien mother hidden inside. He's celebrated with fireworks.
Yeah, I saw him
After
take
losing
her head as well.
parents and
Oh, yeah, it's Last
watching
Order.
a
That's the thing I was
madman
talking about.
Sephiroth burn her hometown to ashes, Tifa Lockhart joined Avalanche, a group dedicated to protecting the planet from ecological harm and meteors. Speaking of meteors, check out the size of the boomstick. What? I was talking about the meteor.
Sure you are, Boomstick. Sure
Anyway,
you are.
Tifa was thrust into the stereotypical gender role of housekeeper by maintaining the hidden avalanche home base 7th Heaven. But it wasn't all bad because it also doubled as a bar. And she doubled as a bouncer. Now, I've been thrown out of my fair share of bars for totally illegitimate reasons, but not even I would urinate on the 7th Heaven jukebox with Tifa on guard. Smart
Yeah,
choice,
I
since
wouldn't
she is a master of
do
close
anything
quarters combat.
like
Tifa
Boomstick
is a
like
great
in
brawler,
Tifa's
adept
bar.
at surprising foes with quick, powerful strikes. And as she traveled with her friend Cloud to save the planet, she learned 7 legendary techniques, the limit breaks.
I wonder how those are actually going to come into this, because they rely on the slots.
Rapid fire punches, explosive throwdowns, and summoning dolphins who uppercut people? Well, that's just awesome. And if she manages to throw all of them in order, she charges the last of her limit energy into one final titanic punch. The final heaven. Fuck you, squirrel! Tifa is ready to throw down at a moment's notice, and even wears leather gloves everywhere she goes, just in case a fight comes her way. And if she decides to get really serious, Miss Lockhart busts out her 2 round, beautiful ultimate weapons. Don't you dare! The Premium Heart! Oh.
Alright.
Well, the Premium Heart increases Tifa's striking power immensely, and continues to do so over time as she builds limit energy. However, they lose this increase after Tifa uses her limit breaks, and need time to charge back up. Oh, that sounds like it could be a problem. Oh, if she didn't also have magic! In Final Fantasy VII, there's a wide variety of magical ability granting gems called materia.
So they are going to allow her to have it.
Any materia, and it's up to the game's actual player to decide who gets what, giving Tifa no standard materia setup. However, thanks to the Dissidia Fighting series, we know Tifa prefers to carry fire and ice materia into battle. These
so
fire
it's just
and ice
those 2.
materia let Tifa conjure and wield fire and ice. Combine that with her freakish superhuman strength, and she's like an unstoppable powerhouse. Well, her immense power does come at a price. Her skills in speed and defense are somewhat lacking, making her something of a glass cannon. But to help make up for this, Tifa wears 2 armor pieces. She wears a ribbon on her arm in memory of her late friend Aerith.
I remember hearing about that.
Don't bring that up. Which protects her from negative effects like poison and paralysis. She also likely wears
not going to help
the
in this.
band to defend from fire and ice. Glass cannon or not, her strength is ridiculous. She's strong enough to fight an embodiment of Sephiroth and throw giant monsters around like nothing. And there was the time she helped throw Cloud through the air to reach the flying monster behind
This I remember hearing about.
After leaving Tifa's hand, you can see a mock cone form around Cloud, which means Tifa must have helped throw him with enough force to break the sound barrier. Cloud's a lightweight. Come on, how hard can that be? Well, factoring in the weight of Cloud and his giant weapon.
Yeah. Can't forget the Buster
Sword.
Sword.
Been thrown with up to 153 tons of force. Well, shit, talk about power.
I feel like Yang could take that, considering she got right back up from the thing like it was nothing.
Fists. Also, she's got a really nice rag. Did I mention that?
I knew he'd have to get 1 in. I'm sorry, it's just not. It just wouldn't feel right. Okay.
All done.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all. It's time for a death battle!
Not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay. Okay, so they did make Tifa sound a little bit better to me, but I'm still thinking Yang is gonna win. I am a tad nervous about it though, and also I don't just want Yang to win, I need her to win. I'll explain why afterwards. Okay, let me try and figure this as analytically as possible and put my bias aside. I saw in one of the side scrolls, Yang's limit hasn't been defined, whereas with Tifa, I know with the Premium Heart, when she uses a limit break, the strength she gained goes down, so it could be she's gonna make Yang way stronger, but then get weaker as a result. I'm so nervous. Okay, so final thoughts on this. Yang is going to win. I just think Yang is going to win, and it just makes a bit more sense to me. And yeah, Tifa has stuff to protect her from all those status effects. I don't think Yang really relies on that though, and they even pointed out that the Neo beating her thing wasn't really that great. She was all tired out from fighting Grim with no sleep. So there's that, and like I said, the force that she used to throw Cloud, Yang took, like, I'd say like maybe I forgot what the number was already. Don't. And got back up and just act like nothing happened. So Yang is going to win. I hope she wins. I want her to win. I need her to win. It's supposed to be Yang. Play. I wonder how the fight's actually going to get started up as well.
Hold up. Let me see some ID.
That seems accurate.
No need to panic, people. Just look.
I still love how they got Barbara to do
Looks like
Yang's
stronger
voice in
sunrise,
this.
though. No ice. Thanks. Sorry, Liz. I think you'd better turn yourself around and look elsewhere. So, does this mean no sunrise?
Pretty much, yeah. Come on, yeah, you can do this.
Having fun? I sure am. Don't mock me.
Ooh. Oh, hell yes. Hey, just like in Advent Children.
Warm-up's over. I'm going to blow you out of the water.
Oh, there's the bleeding from Torian's tweet. Oh, come on, Yang. Oh, this fight is awesome.
Alright. Let's see if you can keep up with this.
Uh-oh. Oh! And of course the dolphin makes an appearance.
Did I just explode?
Tifa, I suggest...
What in the world?
Come on, Yang, come on, Yang, come on, Yang! Oh, come on, come on!
Like that?
Yes!
Nailed it.
I'm gonna have to put a volume warning in there. Yes!
Potential wife off the list.
Yes!
Tifa was naturally stronger and more experienced than Yang, but Yang's semblance quickly turned all Tifa's power against her. Even the Minerva Band, the best of Tifa's armor options to counter Yang's strength and shotgun blast, was eventually overtaken by the semblance. Plus, while Tifa could lift
Yep,
creatures
sounds about
many
right.
times heavier than Cloud using her limit breaks, she never shows this kind of strength anywhere else, implying that this power is exclusive to those limit breaks rather than something she possesses naturally.
Huh.
And even though Tifa's premium heart increased in power over time, they reset after her limit breaks, while Yang's power kept on rising. However, Yang's real trump card was her aura. Her semblance would have been useless if she could not survive Tifa's attacks. Luckily, her aura is durable enough to take a punch that shattered a concrete pillar about 4 feet wide, a feat which requires at least 1,400 tons of force.
Jesus
The
Christ!
equivalent of having 360 jetliners fall on your face. Yang's power just pulled through in a snap. The winner is Yang Xiao Long.
Oh, I'm so happy!
Next time
Oh,
on
what's next?
Battle.
Hello, Chad and Ben and all you Death Battle fans.
Hello?
Oh, Wiz and Boomstick had a great scheme going on for a while there, having you follow them on Twitter to find out which of your favorite characters they were going to massacre in the next fight. Well, now it's my turn. You see this? It's the hard drive that contains
Oh,
Death
it's
Battle matches
the
and
industry
outcomes for the next
thing.
year. And it's mine now. If you ever want to see your precious Death Battle again, well, you know what to do. To prove that I have the content, I will release the next matchup in the season finale of the industry this Saturday. The name's
I'll be looking forward to that.
John Francis McCullough, and Death Battle is mine.
All right. No, I got it right.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Oh, okay, fade out here. Oh, I'm so happy Yang won. It's been so long. I'm sorry, but the last time my preferred character actually won in Death Battle was Solid Snake versus Sam Fisher. I'm not joking. I mean, I wanted Darth Vader to win. I wanted Goku to win. I wanted Knuckles to win. A little part of me wanted Wolverine to win that a little bit more. Hercule versus Dan, didn't really mind. And it just kept going and going and going and going and going. And this is starting to make me dizzy. Maybe I should stop. So yeah, so happy that Yang won. And I'm looking forward to that episode of The Industry where they reveal the next Death Battle. I might even post a reaction to that. Maybe not to the whole episode, but to the Death Battle reveal itself. So, there's that. And I'm sorry if me screaming, yes, just destroyed your eardrums. I'm sorry, it's just been so long. Yeah, last time I'm going to say this, so happy that Yang won. And now I just have MCM London Comic Con this Saturday and RWBY Volume 3 to look forward to this week. And hopefully I'll be able to meet Jack Patillo from Achievement Hunter and Adam Covert from Funhouse. And also, if you somehow spot me there, or whatever, and you want to say hi, feel free. How did my first face cam reaction go? If you prefer this to just what's on screen, let me know, and I might do more of these. So anyway, as I usually say, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, like, comment, and sure, subscribe if you want. And I'll see you later. Bye.